Good morning, everyone. So we are live, 10 o'clock, ready to do Key Stage 2 yoga. So yoga for about the ages of 7 to 11. So today we're going to do our topic on nature revives. So there's been quite a lot of obviously all the news is about COVID-19, the coronavirus. It's quite depressing, really. It gets you down. There's lots of negativity. There's lots of fear. So today we're going to actually look at the positive effects of what's happening, the pandemic right now. Okay, so nature revives. We're looking at, because we're staying in more, then there's lots of positive effects for our planet, for the world we live in, for nature, for the animals. And we're going to really explore that today. Okay, so just hoping that, we've got someone watching. So good morning. We're doing Nature Revives this morning, looking at the positive effects of this pandemic. So morning, Natasha. If you could just give us a wave so that I know that you are here. Maybe just put in the comments how you're feeling this morning. I've just been talking about how the news is quite negative at the moment with the COVID-19 pandemic. There's lots of fear, sadness when we look at it all. So we are now looking at the positive effects that this pandemic is having on nature, on the environment. Okay, so give us a wave and just let us know how you're feeling, if you're feeling a bit down with it, if you're still feeling quite anxious, and then we will make a start. Okay, all right, so this is going to just be on Facebook this morning, not YouTube. I haven't got the other device that we use, so if I would like to actually do this on YouTube more, but I need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so that I can share this content live with schools, the schools that I work with. So I'm still continuing to provide them a service while we are in lockdown. If I can provide them this content virtually, then it's keeping me and them safe, and obviously giving them still the yoga that I normally provide them. So please share and please get them to subscribe to YouTube, and then I can do the lives from YouTube, which means that the schools can use it. They can't use it on the Facebook social media platform because most schools don't have it. Okay, so we are going to make a start, okay? So give us a wave, tell us how you're feeling, and we're going to do Nature Revives this morning, okay? All right, so coming down onto your mat and crossing your legs, just reminding ourselves of why we practice our yoga, okay? So sitting straight and tall. Yoga is good for our bodies, giving yourselves a big hug, seeing if you can touch those shoulder blades. Giving your arms and your shoulders a lovely stretch this morning. And again, hugging yourself just helps you to release those feel-good chemicals in the body. And the longer we do this, the better. Yoga is good for our minds, so hands either side, your fingers on your temples, doing some soft, slow circles either side. And ask yourself, with your eyes closed, how am I? How am I? And then we say yoga is good for our spirits. So big wide arms as you exhale out. And then we're going to do the other arm. So bring the other arm on top. Yoga is good for me. Giving yourself a hug, some self-love, some self-care. Yoga is good for you. So arms out straight, soften your shoulders. Yoga is good for everyone. Big wide arms again. And then we're going to come into our sun salutations, our Sara Namaskar. Okay, so coming to the top of your mat. And just look down at your feet for a moment. See if you can spread your toes. And really ground down into your feet. We're going to make our bodies really, really strong. And we're going to bring our arms up. And reach up, breathing in. And then bend the knees, breathe out and fold. Step now your left leg as far back as you can. Bring the left knee down and breathe in. Bring the arms up. Nice straight arms. Push through the back toe and breathe out. Bring the hands either side of the right foot. Lift the left knee and step the right foot to meet the left. Strong plank here. How straight can you make your body? Breathing out now, bring your knees down and slowly float your body without a sound all the way down to the floor. Untuck your toes, breathe in and open your chest. Shoulders away from your ears. See where your back bend is by bringing your hands off the floor. Strengthening your back and then breathing in, downward facing dog. Lift your tails as high as you can. Maybe give your dog tail a little bit of a waggle in the air. Just loosening the hips and stretching the spine. And then we're going to step that left leg all the way to the front. If you find that hard, bring the right knee down, bring the hands to the knees and step the left foot through. And then breathe in, come all the way up, reaching up. Breathing out, hands come down. Lift that right knee and step the right foot to meet the left. Breathe out and fold. Breathing in, coming all the way up. And then breathing out, hands come down. Well done. Let's go again the other side. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out and fold. Stepping now, the right leg all the way back, right knee comes down. Breathing in, coming up. Oh. Breathing out and hands either side of the left foot. Step the left foot to meet the right, strong plank pose. Making your body strong. Breathing out, knees down and gently float your body down, keeping your elbows tucked in. Untuck your toes, breathe in, open your chest. Find your back bend by hovering your hands and then breathing out, downward facing dog. Stepping now, your right foot forwards, bring your left knee down, breathe in, coming up. And breathing out, hands either side of that right foot. Step the left foot to meet the right, breathing out. Breathing in, coming all the way up again. And then breathing out, hands slowly come down. How slow can you move your body with control? Coming into Tadasana. So bringing your feet slightly apart. Bring your fingertips down towards the mat. Draw your chin in and make your body as tall and as strong as you possibly can. With your eyes closed, imagine that you're a mountain. Imagine the sun shining down on your surface, helping you to feel relaxed and warm. And then slowly open your eyes. Okay, so thinking about the coronavirus, and we're going to pretend to first of all be the virus by coming into spider pose. So bring your legs slightly apart. And then we're going to sink our hips down. Okay, then we're going to bring our right hand and bring it underneath our leg and behind the leg. And then give the right hand a wave. And then the same with the left, through and under and around the leg. And then sit your hips down and gently rock from side to side. So just imagining now that you are that horrible virus. So the coronavirus started in China. And then to learn about the way the virus worked, it began to spread very, very quickly. So we're going to do the spread of the virus. So a bit like we did yesterday, we're going to come into downward facing dog. Do you want to come into downward facing dog, Emily? That's it. Okay, so Emily's going to pretend to be the person. If you haven't got another person, then you can just use a chair or just lie down on the floor and do what I'm doing, okay? So I'm going to lie on the floor and I'm going to completely put my hips down, okay? And then I'm going to use my elbows to slide my body all the way through. So again, if you're doing this on your own, you can start at the bottom of your mat and just use your elbows to slide your body through, okay? If you are doing it with someone else, then someone can be in downward dog and the other person can slide through. Remember, don't use your hips, so your hips are down as well. Well done, good sliding. And then you can swap if you have someone else with you. If not, then keep sliding and oozing from the bottom of your mat all the way to the top. And we'll do some oozing sound effects again. Spreading. The virus spreads so quickly. Okay. So when you've finished having fun sliding around the room, going back on your mats. Okay. So we learned that the virus spread via our breathing. If we got too close to somebody who had the virus, it would spread. So we're going to come to the back of the mat and then step one leg forward, bend that front knee, bring your arm out, in line with your front leg. And then the opposite arm, you're going to bring back, take a deep breath in, and you're going to breathe out through your mouth like this. Like you're breathing out those germs, okay? So breathing in, ready? And then breathing out. And breathing in. Breathing out. And one more time, breathing in. And out. Now step this leg back to the back of the mat. And then the other leg now, big step, bend that knee. Bring the same arm out straight, and the opposite arm, you're going to draw back, breathe in across the chest, and then breathe out with a hard breath. Breathing in, draw the arm back, and one more time, breathing in, and okay. So we also learnt that the virus was spread with our fingers. So touching things spreads the germs, especially metal and plastic, I've heard. Okay, so we're going to do our magic fingers. I'd like you to make, this is good for releasing stress actually. So I want you to make some fists, really, really strong fists like this, okay? And really squeeze your fingers deep into the palms of your hands. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze everything, and then you're going to breathe out and spread your fingers like this, okay? Breathing in, and then breathing out. And one more time, breathing in, and breathing out. Okay, so the virus was spread with our breath, with our fingers, okay, and then it infected people. So to do the infection, we're going to do lizard on a rock. So do you want to do the rock first? Yeah? Okay, so Jacob's going to get into the rock. Okay, and Amelie is, because she's bigger, she's going to sit on the floor with her legs out in front of her. Okay, and she can have her legs long if her hips are on the floor. And then all she's going to do is just lie back and totally relax, bringing her arms out to the side with her palms facing up. Now, if you are doing this on your own, then get yourself a pillow or some cushions And then you can gently bring your body back and lie with the pillow between your shoulder blades. And then your arms are going to open out to the sides with your palms facing up. And when you're like this, it's a really nice relaxing pose. So try and keep still. And we're going to keep still for 5 breaths. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and out. Breathing in for 3, breathing out, breathing in for 4, and breathing out, and breathing in for 5, and breathing out. Now if you are doing this on a rock, then the person who's the rock, or the person who's going to come up slowly, and then the animal who's being the virus infecting the rock is going to come up. And then you can swap. Okay, so then the other person is going to be the rock. Now, if the person's bigger underneath, then the person who's on top, the smaller person, can sit right on the base of the back, so the hips almost, okay, the sit bones. And they are going to have to, if they do that, they're going to have to bend their knees and keep the soles of their feet down into the mat. Otherwise, they're going to wobble from side to side. So they're going to keep really grounded in their feet. And they're going to bring their arms out with their palms facing up. And they're going to open and relax their shoulders. And you can take 5 nice deep breaths here. So breathing in, opening the chest. So this is really good for getting more oxygen into the body. So really cleansing the lungs, getting rid of that stale air. And again, if you're on your own, you're just going to continue to take some deep breaths with your shoulder blades resting gently on a pillow. And it depends on how high you want that. You can get lots of pillows and make it really high, or just a couple, and it's still very effective to just do a couple, okay? And then slowly come up, so the rock slowly comes up. That's it. Okay, and then we're going to come back onto the mat. So that's a little bit about the coronavirus. Now we're going to look at how the coronavirus has had positive effects for nature. So the biggest thing is that we are lowering our emissions. So that means that we're having clearer air to breathe. Nature is now being able to explore its natural habitat more. There's loads of positive effects, and we're going to go through some of those now. So firstly, some of the factories are being closed. So this means that we have cleaner air because they're not pumping out their smoke. So coming onto your mat, bringing your feet together, and we're going to pretend to be a chimney. Come on here. And then bring your feet together, standing straight and tall. Bring your arms up over your head, interlace your fingers and stretch your forefinger to the sky. And make your body as straight and as long as you can. And take a deep breath in, imagining that you are breathing in that nice clean air. And then a deep breath out. Another deep breath in and out. And one more deep breath in and out. Okay. And then we also have lots of airlines that are at a standstill. So that means that the air is cleaner as well. So we're going to come into flying pose. Now, you might need something to focus on, like an ornament or something, or a soft toy. Okay, so making sure that you are focusing on something. Bring your arms out. Come on to one tiptoe. So we'll do the left toe first, okay? Come really slowly into this. Okay, the slower you come into it, the better you'll balance, the stronger you'll make your legs. So bring that left toe behind you. Try and keep it straight. Just stay here for a moment, feeling the balance in that right foot. Now, when you are ready, without doing it too quickly, because you'll wobble, yeah? You're going to lift that left toe very slightly off the floor, okay? Stay here for a moment, and this might be your flying pose. You might feel really strong and solid in your flying pose here. okay? You might decide that you can go a little bit further, but remember that yoga's not a competition. So it really doesn't matter whether you're here or you're here. What matters is that you are really still. You're not moving, you're not wobbling, you're focusing on the ornament, the bowl, whatever you have in front of you. Okay, that's much better. Well done, Anthony and Jacob, and well done, you guys. So we're going to come slowly down with the left foot. Bring that left foot down, and then come on to the right toes. Bring the right toes behind you, nice and straight, and then bring the arms out to balance. Stay here, bringing the weight into that left foot, okay? And then lift the right toes off the floor, very slightly for a minute. Good listening. And then if you want to, you can bring the right leg up higher. Doesn't matter though, what matters is that you are nice and still. And then slowly bring that right foot down. Well done. Maybe give the legs a little shake after that balancing. So people are staying at home. So half the world's population have been ordered to stay at home. Bring our legs nice and wide. Bring our arms over our head to make a house pose, roof shape with our bodies. Toes are facing forwards, legs are strong, and we're stretching through the side body. Well done. So deeper breathing as well. Okay, so because of the fact that there's not as many factories running, there's not many planes, people are not driving around as much, they're staying at home, there is less pollution. So we're going to breathe in some of that lovely clean air. So sitting down, crossing your legs, spine straight and tall. And then take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, close your eyes. A deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Imagine on your next inhale that you're breathing in really clear, bright air. And it's cleansing all of your lungs, helping you to feel energized. And you're breathing out all of the stale, murky air. Now open your eyes. There's also confirmation from New Zealand that the hole in the ozone layer is being repaired. So that helps, the ozone layer helps to protect us from the sun. So we need it. So it's repairing, that's really good news. So we're going to come onto our knees, kneeling up. We're going to do our sunshine breath. So we're going to breathe in, bring the palms together, bring them over the head, and then reach the arms out wide through the fingers as you breathe out. Breathing in, imagine the warmth of the sun on your body, relaxing you. Breathing out, arms come wide. And then again, one more time, breathing in, sunshine breath, and then breathing out. And another benefit of the COVID-19 that we are experiencing is that we have cleaner rivers and seas. In fact, the canals in Venice are now clear and clean, and they had really polluted waters there. So some really, really good benefits. So for this, we're going to lie down, coming into swimmer's pose. Bring our bodies long and straight. Bring our arms over the head, okay? And reach through your toes and through your fingers. Make your bodies really straight and strong. You're going to see if you can lift your toes and your knees very slightly off the floor, and then lift your elbows and your arms off the floor, and then just swimming your arms up and down. Just up and down, that's it. Or you can do the breaststroke if you want to. I'm doing front crawl like this. Arms straight off the floor, legs straight off the floor, looking forwards, Emily. Straight, strong body. This is really good for strengthening the body. Keep going. Arms off the floor, elbows off the floor, swim, swim, swim. And then place your hands under your shoulders. Bring your hips down to your heels. Bring your forehead on the floor and take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then slowly come up. Okay, so there's been lots of animals reclaiming their land. So we have had reports of the mountain goats coming down from the mountains to graze in some of the gardens in Wales. So we're going to do goat pose. So we're going to come onto our knees and we're going to step our right foot forward like this and bring your thumbs onto your temples to make some goat horns here. And we're going to, if you want to, you can make a goat noise, bleat, 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 like that. And then we're going to step the right foot back and then do the left leg, again making the goat horns and bleat, 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 bleat. Well done. And then coming back. There has also been cows now roaming the giant causeway in Northern Ireland. So, discovering their natural habitat. So we're going to do cows by placing our hands and our knees on the floor. So all fours. And we're going to straighten our spine. And then we're going to lift the top of our head up and lift our tailbone up. And you can draw your shoulders away from your ears here. Look forwards. You can make a cow sound. So we're going to breathe in here and we're going to breathe out with a moo. And then breathing in round the spine and breathing out with a moo. And then breathing in one more time and breathing out with a moo. Okay. And we can also do cow face pose as well. So bring your right arm behind your heart, so towards your shoulder blades behind you. Okay. And then bringing your left arm out to the side with the palm facing behind you. See if you can grab a hold of your fingers. Keep your spine nice and straight. So what tends to happen is you try and do this to try and get your arms to meet, but try and keep the head nice and straight, okay? That's it, like that. And then we're going to do the other side. So bring the left arm up now. Bring the left hand to the back of the heart. The right arm comes to the side with the palm facing behind you. And then you're going to bring the right hand to the back of your heart. See if you can grip. If not, keep reaching. It doesn't matter if you grip or not. Just keep opening. And again, draw your body in, make your body nice and straight. So try not to round anything to try and get there. Okay, and release. So we're going to look at the fish. So the fish population has a chance to be replenished again, okay, to increase. So we're going to do fish pose. So sitting down first of all with your legs out in front of you. Bring your hands behind your body and bring your fingertips so they are pointing towards your hips. Try and squeeze your elbows together and then gently rest on your elbows, almost like you're just chilling watching telly. You want to try and get your elbows as close together behind your back as possible, and your fingers are just underneath your hips, okay? And then from here, you're going to either keep looking forwards or you might like to bring your head back. And if you do that, then open your chest and allow yourself to gently rest on the top of the head. And as you do, you can begin to straighten your arms. And take some really nice deep breaths into fish pose, Matsudrasana. And this one's really good for expanding the rib cage and getting more oxygen in. So try not to rest on the top of the head. Keep resting on the elbows. That's it. and then a little bit of pressure on the top of the head. So you want the back bend to be between the shoulder blades. Yeah, elbows still down. Okay. All right, and then bring your chin forwards and slowly push into your elbows and come up. Okay. There has also been sea wolf seals that have been spotted roaming the Galapagos Islands. All right. So it just gives all of the animals a chance to replenish their population. So for seals pose, we're going to lie on our front. And we're going to bring our hands to the outsides of our mats, and we're going to bring, come onto our fingertips, okay? Bring your elbows up and come onto your fingertips. And then press gently into your fingertips and come up into a bigger back bend, yeah? Okay, so keep the legs nice and strong, looking forwards. If this is too much for you, you might want to come onto your elbows, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, okay, into Sphinx. Open the chest, and you can just clap the hands together like a seal. Okay, and then come into a nice Balasana child's pose. And then slowly come up. Well done. So there's also been starfish now approaching the empty shores of Mexico. Because the beaches are so quiet, the sea life is being a little bit more confident. So bringing our bodies into starfish, so lying on your backs, and bring your legs nice and wide, and bring your arms nice and wide. And take some breaths here. You might even want to bring your arms and your feet together and then apart like this. Almost making patterns in the sand. Just imagine that your starfish legs and arms are making patterns in the sand. And then when you're ready, coming up. Oh, this one, I love this one. So there's 70,000 sea turtles hatched on the empty beaches of Mexico. I think I showed you that, didn't I? Oh, I was going to show you that. So there was footage of 70,000 sea turtles hatching on the empty beaches of Mexico, because they don't normally have that much spare beach space to hatch and have that chance for survival, really. So I love watching turtles when they're hatching. They have such an adventure before they even reach the seas, bless them. Okay, so we're going to come into turtle pose. This one's quite an advanced yoga pose. So I'm going to show you some modifications, okay? So you're going to go a bit like over there, that's it. You're going to sit down, sit nice and straight. Bring your feet together and bring your knees out, okay? You want to make a diamond shape with your legs. So you want your feet quite far away, okay?
It's not diamond.
Almost like a diamond, yeah.
Diamonds are roots.
Right, anyway, we're going to bring one hand underneath the knee, yeah? And you're going to keep the palm face down this time, and then the left hand underneath the knee with the palm face down. So here is just probably the version that's a little bit easier, okay? And just allow the head to hang and the spine to round down. Okay? Now, if you want to do the slightly harder version, then you are going to try and see if you can wiggle your shoulder underneath the leg and then wiggle the other shoulder underneath, okay? And you can bring your arms out straight, or you can bring your hands behind your body and see if you can interlace them. And then your head comes right the way down to your feet. So you keep wiggling your shoulders under and working your hands to your back. And the way you get out of it is a little bit of a rock. So get one arm out and then the other. And then, so you need to kind of rock, get one arm, bring it forwards, get the other, and then come up. Well done. Okay, so that was turtle posture. There's also monkeys that have been swimming in the swimming pools in India. I think that's quite funny. So there was quite a lot of footage of monkeys jumping into swimming pools and having a really good time because nobody's using... they're having a monkey pool party because nobody's using the swimming pools. So we're going to do monkey pose. You can either bring your legs nice and wide. This one's a bit easier. Bend your knees, and then you're gonna just make your arms all floppy and just bounce your arms, bounce your hips, and bounce your head, and you can move from side to side, and you can make a monkey noise as well if you want to. Okay, so that one is the easier version. You can do a monkey posture, which is in yoga called Hanumanasana, after the monkey Hindu god. So we're going to come onto our all fours. This is basically the splits, okay? So we can do half splits that prepare us for the splits. So coming onto all fours, okay? Stepping your left foot forwards, okay? And then bring your hips back. Okay, so your left leg is nice and long, okay? Yeah? And then you're going to see if you can come over that left leg, nice and straight with the body. Try and keep the left leg straight. You're stretching the back of the left leg, yeah? My kids are like, oh! So this is probably enough for most of you to have a really nice stretch to prepare you for the splits. Just do it a little bit. You don't need to do it like that. Just do it a little bit. You don't want to be putting any pain on your body, remember. Just a little bit of a stretch. Now, if you are super flexible and you do gymnastics already and you want to go a bit further, slide that front leg and the back leg to come into full Hanumanasana. And then slowly bring that foot back. We're going to do the other side. So coming onto all fours. And then step the right foot forwards. Okay? And then bring your body up. Straighten that right leg. That's it. And then bring your fingers down and come into the stretch. Try and bring your leg as straight as you can. Take some nice deep breaths. And again, if you're super flexible and you do this already, you might want to slide that right leg forwards and the back leg back and come into the full Hanumanasana. There we go. You might find one side comes down better than the other. That's generally quite normal. We're going to slide this right foot back. Okay. There is also jackals that are now roaming in Israel.
What jackals?
Jackals are a little bit, they're kind of like a wolf, fox, dog type creature. Okay? So we're going to do wolf posture. So on our hands and knees, like this, lift your wolf tails or your jackal tail. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roll over our toes and we're going to come all the way forwards. Don't bring your knees down and come up, and we're going to go lifting as you breathe in. Lift your dog tails, lift your wolf tails. You're not bringing your legs down at all. You're still high on your toes, okay? So breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in. And one more time, breathing out. Okay, and then coming into child's pose. Bring your forehead, take it down to the mat and take a deep breath in and out. And then slowly come up. All right, so we also have had a chance to connect with nature because we've been staying at home we haven't got time, for a bit longer. We are able to just notice nature more. So I've seen so many lovely posts on social media of pictures of the moon, full moon, of pictures of people, you know, the woods outside, flowers, birds, and it's just so beautiful that we're really kind of connecting. We're slowing down and we're connecting with nature. So we're going to do flower pose. So coming onto our mat, bringing our feet together, knees come out. Bring your hands underneath your knees with the palms facing up this time, and then see if you can lift and balance on the sit bones there.
Can we do this?
And then we're going to take a deep breath in here, imagining our favourite flower, smelling our favourite flower. What is your favourite flower and what does it smell like? What's the fragrance and scent of your favourite flower? And then slowly lowering your legs. We're going to come into a bubble of protection, relaxation now. So getting your blankets, getting anything to make you feel nice and comfortable. Taking a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Taking a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. One more deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Imagine you are surrounded by a clear, light bubble. The bubble is so big, it surrounds your whole body. It sparkles in the sunlight and catches rainbow prisms that move all around its liquid form. This is your own special bubble of protection. You are safe here. No one or nothing can harm you when you are in your bubble of protection. All the rainbow colours that surround you in your bubble absorb anything that can harm you. When you are in your bubble of rainbow light, you feel your body and mind being filled with positive energy. The light from the bubble shines into your body, helping you to feel safe, protected, and content. You feel so happy when you're in this bubble. And you know you can come here whenever you need to. All you have to do is close your eyes and use your imagination. getting movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, stretching your body long and thin. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a big hug. And then when you're ready, slowly come to sitting. All around the world we say namaste. Put your hands together and shine the right way. Let your worries vacate and your problems fade away like fog dissipates into the sun's rays. Let the fear disappear till it all fades away. Put your hands together and say namaste. The light inside me, the light inside you. Put your hands together and say namaste. Namaste. Oh, thank you. So we hope that you enjoyed our Nature Revives yoga today. Namaste. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Nora. If you did need to catch up, then I will be uploading this onto YouTube. So thank you very much, everybody. And we will see you tomorrow for Teen Yoga at 10. Okay. Thank you. Bye.